what can I say? It's a mental battle because you feel like you want to give up, but then you feel trapped now because it's like, okay, I've already put in all this money into this idea. Like, I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. I've invested too much. But then you're stuck in between. Well, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, I believe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I have to be willing to, possibly continue to put money into something that I'm not even sure that I need to, be doing. And it's just this constant mental battle every single day. And then the next moment, you're like overzealous and you're like willing to throw your whole, all your coins into your business. It's just like this range of emotions back to back all day, every day. It's like you're all in 1 minute and then the next minute you're questioning everything that you just thrown into your idea. And I try to steer away from, being on social media too much because I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to stay focused on what I'm doing. But, it's just having so many ideas and just wanting to do everything at once is just overwhelming, and then sometimes you may get inspired by something else and you're like, maybe I need to try that, and then it just sends you on just this rabbit hole, and it's just, I say all that to say, I know somebody is going through the same thing. You're trying to start your business or you've already started your business, and every day you just feel like, should I be doing something else? Maybe I should try something new. You'll wake up today a librarian, and then tomorrow you want to start your own daycare. Like, it be all over the place. I know that I'm like that. Like, I just be jumping from one idea to another, and I can't, it's driving me insane, especially because I have so many creative visions, and I am very aware how precious time is. I don't take for granted, life, the gift of life. I know I'm not promised tomorrow. And I have so many ideas that I just feel like I'm in a rush to get them out. But sometimes I'll rush ahead of myself and, step ahead of the process. And then I'm wasting money too. And so it's just this daily struggle of what's too much and what's not enough. And am I on the right path, or should I be kind of veering off to another path? And this is something that I've been in prayer about day after day after day. And I feel like right now I'm slightly in a silent season. It's, I feel like I'm in that season where my faith is being tested. I pretty much know I'm in that season right now because usually I have so much clarity, and this is drawing me to be more in my word. This is drawing me to be more into quiet time. So I know that there's purpose behind this, but it's just, man, I hate when I have to go through this test, and I always want to put works behind my faith. I don't want to just say, oh, I have faith and oh, I believe, and I'm not putting any action behind that faith. But again, the mental battle is putting action behind something that may not be for me. And that's what I'm struggling with. And sometimes I'm just willing to I just want to throw in a towel, but it's like a piece of me can't. It's like I can't die full. I can't die not trying. I can't take not doing the ideas that I have and then somebody else does that idea, and it's like, man, I was thinking of doing that and I didn't even pursue it, like I cannot live with that. I cannot live with that. And I just want to use everything inside of me that God has given me, which leads me to another battle that I have. I feel like when it comes to being a believer, and I know this might sound all over the place, but this still ties back into entrepreneurship, especially if you're a believer. I feel like when you're a believer, you're pulled in so many directions because you put out things and you're trying to, stay aligned to what you believe in. So, you take the risk of people not receiving what you're doing because their beliefs may not align with that. You know what I mean? But then it's crazy because it's like you're putting out content for the kingdom, you're doing for the kingdom, but you'll have people that are believers that, you know, I've seen people online like, well, you know, Christians shouldn't make this and Christians shouldn't do that. And so it's like you know, you struggling to come up with ideas that you know you feel is pleasing to God, and it feels like from believers and unbelievers you're being pulled in different directions, or you're being, you know, I guess that's what the word I'm trying to say, or what I'm trying to say is just it's just so many thoughts that come at you. And that's why prayer is so important. That's why, you know, staying in the word is so important to me. I don't just say that on my channel just to say it. It's so important because I have, you know, I'm reading, I'm seeing other people, not so much. I really haven't had that problem, but I see it around me. So I know it's going to come my way. I know, you know, with each level of success, you're going to have to face different devils. And it just, all these thoughts and opinions, it just, you know, things just start attacking your mind. So, like I said, that also, like I, you know, was saying, ties back into entrepreneurship, because it's like I'm worried about that and having those thoughts along with just running a business in general, and even knowing if that business idea is good enough, you know. But yeah, this is just me venting on here. I'm up at night. At night is when I think about it the most, because I think, you know, when you lay your head down at night, I'm so grateful for everything that I have around me. I love my home. You know, God has provided for me above and beyond. But you have this picture in your mind of where you see yourself, and the fact that you can't just live it right now. You can't quite put your hands on it. It's really a test of your patience, and a test of your endurance, and a test of character, you know, and that's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy waiting when you have this vision in your mind, but you don't know the right business idea to get you there, or the right path to get you there. It's a truly walking by faith, and that's a hard thing. And it presses on me every day. When I wake up, that's all I think about. All I can do is work on my business, and I work on, you know, business and creative ideas, even when I'm tired, even when I know I need to be resting. And that's another thing too, knowing where to draw the line, because sometimes you can be so burnt out that you get like that creative block. You can't even think. You can't even come up with an idea, and you get really discouraged. And I think, you know, stepping away and taking a break is important, so you can wake up refreshed and with a renewed point of view. So these are just my struggles that I want to get on camera and share, and to encourage others that you are not alone. If you're trying to start a business, or you're trying to, you know, figure out what God is calling you to do, or you have talents and gifts, but you just don't know how to monetize them, I'm in the same boat with you. I know what that feels like. I know what that thought process is like. It's daunting. It's daunting. And, you know, a lot of times people make just the journey just looks so, you know, glamorous, and it's not. You know, we see the end results, the nice homes, the financial freedom, the traveling, and we get excited about that. And we have this false, you know, perception of what the journey really looks like. The days you're hungry, the days you don't have any money because you've wasted it all on your business, which, you know, leads into a whole other thing, you know, this kind of like depression and guilt, like, especially because I have a son. So I, you know, for me to be trying to sacrifice stuff, I have to really think twice about certain things, because it's like, you know, you don't want to put your business before family needs. So just knowing where to draw that line, that brings on a whole nother burden. So yeah, I don't know if this really was that encouraging, but I find it helpful when I can watch videos of other people going through the same thing, and just navigate through that, and to show that it's okay to not know. It's okay to not know. It's okay to have these questions, but will you sit in that? Will you rest in that? Will you stay in that place? And I think for me, the main thing that's I need to do is continue to see God. And I continue to seek even in my silent seasons. I continue to press. I continue to seek. I continue to ask, you know, for confirmation, specific confirmation. And God always comes through for me. And it may not be when I want, but he always comes through. So just rest in that. If you just really have no idea, you know, begin to pray and ask God, like, if I'm throwing away money, wasting money, or I'm not on the path that I should be on, stop me and make it clear to me that this is what I need to stop doing. And I'm taking my own advice. Like, that's what I'm doing right now too, because I have no idea. I have no idea at times what it is that I should be pursuing. So, yeah. I'm gonna end that there.